Welcome to Active Health 360. Your journey to a healthier, happier life starts here. Did you know that the average American spends between 6 and 8 hours a day sitting? Whether it's working at a desk, driving in a car, or relaxing on a couch, our daily routines revolve around long periods of inactivity. It seems innocent enough. After all, sitting is comfortable, effortless, and almost unavoidable in modern life. But beneath this everyday habit lies a hidden danger, one that millions of people overlook every single day. Sitting too much is silently harming our hearts. In fact, one of the gravest consequences of our sedentary lifestyle is coronary artery disease, which remains the leading cause of death in the United States. Why does being inactive pose such a serious threat? What is it about the modern American lifestyle that is quietly increasing our risk for heart disease? And most importantly, what can each of us do, starting today, to protect our hearts and change our future? Let's begin by understanding what coronary artery disease actually is. Imagine your heart as the tireless engine that keeps your body running, pumping life-giving blood to every cell. This engine depends on a network of coronary arteries, which supply it with oxygen and nutrients. Over time, these arteries can become narrowed or blocked by deposits of plaque, a mix of cholesterol, fat, and inflammatory cells that build up on the artery walls. As the arteries narrow, the flow of blood to the heart becomes restricted. The heart receives less oxygen, and the consequences can be dire. Chest pain known as angina, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, and, in severe cases, a heart attack. The numbers are sobering. According to the American Heart Association, more than 18 million Americans are living with coronary artery disease right now. Every year, over 375,000 lives are claimed by this condition. It's the #1 killer in the country, affecting families in every community and every walk of life. So, what does sitting have to do with it? Why does something as simple as staying seated for long stretches increase our risk so dramatically? When we sit for hours on end, our bodies enter a sort of low-power mode. The natural mechanisms that keep our hearts healthy slow down, and the consequences ripple throughout our system. First, circulation suffers. With limited movement, blood flow becomes sluggish, especially in the lower legs. This increases the risk of blood clots, which can block arteries and lead to dangerous complications. Second, our metabolism slows. The body's ability to burn fat and regulate blood sugar diminishes with inactivity, resulting in higher cholesterol and triglyceride levels, two key contributors to plaque buildup in the arteries. Sitting also has a direct impact on blood pressure. Studies have shown that extended periods of inactivity are closely linked to hypertension, one of the major risk factors for heart disease. And it's not just about your heart. When you're seated, the muscles in your legs and back aren't contracting and relaxing as they should. These muscles normally act as assistant pumps, helping move blood throughout the body. Without their help, the system slows, and the risk of problems increases. Simply put, sitting too much isn't just about gaining weight or feeling stiff. It directly feeds the risk factors that lead to coronary artery disease. Let's take a closer look at the American reality, a nation that sits. The average American spends over 54% of their waking hours seated. Remote work, digital entertainment, and constant access to technology have made sedentary time a growing epidemic. Children and teens are not immune. Over 60% of American adolescents spend more than 3 hours a day on screens, and that number continues to climb. Research underscores the seriousness of this problem. A study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that people who sit for more than 10 hours a day have a 34% higher risk of dying from heart disease compared to those who sit less, even if they exercise regularly. That means you could hit the gym for an hour in the morning, but if you spend the rest of your day glued to your desk or couch, your heart is still paying the price. The consequences are real, and the numbers don't lie. Today, 87 million Americans have high blood pressure, a major risk factor for coronary artery disease. The obesity rate in the United States has climbed to over 40%, with prolonged sitting playing a significant role. In fact, the American Heart Association reports that cutting just 2 hours of sitting per day can lower your risk of heart disease by up to 10%. Let's consider a real-life example. A 45-year-old office worker in New York followed a regular exercise routine, hitting the gym 3 times a week. But every workday, he sat at his desk for 9 or 10 hours, barely moving except for brief breaks. One afternoon, he experienced severe chest pain and was rushed to the hospital. Doctors discovered a blocked coronary artery. His diet played a role, but so did his sedentary lifestyle and the lack of movement throughout his day. His story is not unique. It's a warning to all of us. The good news is that you can dramatically reduce your risk of coronary artery disease by making small, sustainable changes. It doesn't require a complete overhaul of your life. Simple shifts in your daily routine can make a profound difference for your heart. Start with the 30 to 60 rule. After every 30 minutes of sitting, stand up and move for 1 to 2 minutes. It can be as simple as getting a glass of water, stretching your arms and legs, or standing and taking deep breaths. These short bursts of movement help restart your circulation and re-engage your muscles, transform your workspace into a more active environment. Consider using a standing desk for part of your day. Try walking meetings instead of sitting in a conference room. Set reminders on your phone or computer to get up and move at regular intervals. Even small changes like these can break up long periods of inactivity and keep your heart healthier. Incorporate movement into your daily habits. Walk while you talk on the phone. When you drive somewhere, park a little farther from your destination to increase your steps. Take the stairs instead of the elevator whenever possible. These tiny choices add up, helping to counteract the dangers of sitting. Regular cardiovascular exercise is essential. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity, like brisk walking, or 75 minutes of vigorous activity, like running, each week. Add strength training exercises at least twice a week to support your muscles, bones, and overall health. Nutrition plays a critical role too. Heart-healthy eating means limiting saturated fats, refined sugars, and sugary sodas. Instead, prioritize vegetables, whole grains, fish, and nuts. Stay hydrated and go easy on caffeine and alcohol. These choices help manage your cholesterol and blood pressure, reducing the risk of plaque buildup in your arteries. Sitting may feel harmless, but in reality, it's silently fueling coronary artery disease, claiming hundreds of thousands of lives every year. The silver lining is that you can protect your heart by making small changes every day. Standing more often, walking regularly, and eating smarter. These steps don't just help your heart, they support your energy, mood, and overall quality of life. Remember, you can't control your age or your genetics, but you can control how you live each day. Every minute you spend moving is a minute invested in your future health. Imagine a nation where people stand up for their hearts, literally and figuratively, where schools encourage kids to move more, where workplaces support active breaks, and where families make walking and exercise a daily part of life. The benefits would ripple through communities, reducing the burden of heart disease and improving health for everyone. The research is clear. Cutting back on sitting, even by a couple of hours a day, can make a measurable difference. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Start with small steps. If you work at a desk, set a timer to remind yourself to stand up every half hour. If you watch TV in the evening, march in place or stretch during commercials. If you're out with friends or family, suggest a walk after dinner instead of sitting around the table. Your heart works tirelessly for you. Don't let it suffer in silence. By being proactive and making movement a priority, you're not just reducing your risk for coronary artery disease. You're investing in a healthier, happier life. Share this message with those you care about. Encourage your coworkers to take walking breaks. Inspire your family to go for evening strolls. Empower your children to choose active play over screen time. The more Americans know the truth about the dangers of sedentary living, the more lives we can save. Together, we can take a stand, literally and figuratively. Let's challenge the culture of sitting and embrace a lifestyle of movement. Let's protect our hearts, extend our lives, and build a healthier future for ourselves, our families, and our communities. Your story doesn't have to end with heart disease. Every day is a new opportunity to make better choices. Stand up, move, and nourish your body. Don't wait for a warning sign. Take action now, because the most powerful weapon you have against coronary artery disease isn't found in a medicine cabinet. It's found in your daily habits. Small changes, repeated over time, can lead to big results. So, as you go about your day, remember, your heart is counting on you. Stand up for your health, move for your future, live longer, live better, and inspire others to do the same. Together, let's break free from the dangers of sitting and build a legacy of heart-healthy living. The journey starts with a single step, so take it now. Your heart will thank you today and for years to come. Thanks for watching Active Health 360. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more healthy living tips.